Yeah, that one's such a controversial one now. Okay, whatever.
Yeah, welcome to a brand new podcast. We are called the Solo Dolo Podcast. This is a brand new episode, and I'm your host, Andy Park. And my guests here are
Jamin.
Bernie.
Christine.
nice to see you all. Welcome. So, today's topic is red flags. What's your red flag, Christine?
So
In a
one-
guy.
Okay, so one of my red flags would be like if a guy doesn't pay on a date.
Oh, what do you mean by that?
Like if they extended an offer to go on a date, and I would assume
Yeah.
that they've like planned and
Oh, because they're not
Paying.
paying for your time and efforts. Your effort in putting all your makeup on and your clothes and
I mean, I
getting
never
ready.
thought of it that way, but
Oh,
I think it's more of like if you're extending that offer, then it should be like I'm ready to like show my best self to be with you that day, and that the itinerary or whatever we're doing should
So,
be like planned already. And
within your definition of like paying, what is it paying for then? Like, what do you like? What do you mean? What does paying mean to you?
what isn't there only one definition?
No, not definition. Okay, no, but like your definition. Like, what are they paying for? Like I said, like they're paying for. In my opinion, we're paying for your time and efforts. Time to enjoy ourselves, get to know each other, and stuff like that.
I mean, I feel like that should be natural because like if you're going on a date with someone, then like you both want to give each other time and effort
Yeah.
to get to know each other, right? So I don't think that like paying on a date is not about that. It's more so of like seeing if like the guy is prepared or like willing to like show them a good time and like be able to impress.
Okay.
Do you think it's fine, right? You pay
It's-
for the first date, do you?
Well, that really depends. Okay, like if I know this girl and like I'm friends with her, I know her, then I'm willing to pay for her on the first date. But if it's like a hinge date like that I don't really know, I'm willing to split, kind of just like see her putting in the efforts just so that we could pay half and half, and then like I know for sure that she's invested as well, not just me.
What about you pay for the meal and she pay for the dessert?
That could work too. That's also not a bad thing. Then if she says that, I would.
Wait, so she needs to like announce it to you, like, all right, we're going on a date today. You're paying for dinner. I pay for dessert. How would you like know
But-
that though?
I guess you wouldn't know it. So like you kind of assume that you will be paying, but like, you would be like, if she says that, she mentions that while you're going to get dessert, then you'd be appreciative of that.
So it seems like even if you're on that hinge date for the first date, you paid for dinner
Yeah.
and now we're heading to dessert. But
Mhm.
what if you have to pay? So
Well,
is it 50-50?
the thing
like,
is,
are
like-
you gonna like hit her up with the Zelle?
The thing is, like, I've usually paid that depends on the situation. Cause like if I know that girl, then I will pay for both of them. But like for a hinge date, like you said, it's very iffy.
So
Cause like I'm only like planned for the dinner, but if in the conversation we discuss like we're getting dessert, then I'll be like kind of like, I don't know, iffy about it. Yeah.
so you're still telling me you're gonna pay for the dinner if you go on a
Yeah.
hinge date. So you're still paying.
I mean, depends. Yeah, cause like the only time I made a girl like split was like when I had like no experience, no experience on dates.
It's like the sushi
Is
date.
your first hinge date? Are you talking about that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
It's the omakase
So
one.
what about now? Let's say you have a hinge date tomorrow. Are you gonna pay the dinner or?
I would have to. I would have to filter her out more, like in terms of like, I would text her and then get on a FaceTime call, then actually like go on a date with her. Cause like I don't have that much time now. That like time's very valuable. I have a job and everything. Like I don't have the time to just like talk to random girls like I did back in college.
So since you've made that decision to extend like the date offer, so
Yeah.
you already in your head is like, okay, I'm gonna be paying.
Yeah, I'm
like,
definitely invested at that point then.
okay, so you think every guy that extends that date offer is actually like invested?
No. They're just trying to see where it goes. That's what a date usually is, or a date, like to see if you vibe, you know? Vibe.
So what do you guys think? Do you guys think that guys should pay on the first date?
Yeah, what do you think,
the rule
Jamin?
of thumb is just like whoever asks pays. I feel like that's general clause.
For me, I'll probably pay for the first meal, right? First date. But the girl, if she's the one, she'll probably offer to split, you know, or she got the next like whatever next date or whatever it is.
That's fair. Yeah. What's your red? Okay, now back to Bernie. What's your red flag?
For a girl.
Yes.
Just making sure.
Like for a girl.
Let's see. I have a lot.
Is
They
this
don't
for
hold the same values, I
like-
guess.
Is it for casual hookups or are you talking about like serious?
If we're talking serious, like
Okay, yeah.
dating wise. So if like they don't share the same values in some way.
What kind of values?
Let's see.
Like family or like
Well, yeah, that family, that's fine.
or work ethic?
Probably
Stuff like
work
that?
ethic.
Oh, so you like girls that are like very ambitious,
I mean, that's like
like a career woman.
what? I'm not asking them to be like 9 to 5, like 80 hours a week or something
Yeah.
like that. But it's just like I'm not asking them to be like super like
So it's
grindy about it.
in terms of red flag, like if a girl makes more than you, like that's a plus, right? For you?
I guess.
Okay.
I mean, I've been in that situation, but
Cause like for me, it's like very depends. It depends.
do you feel like you feel lesser? of
No,
a
it
person?
feels like I would have to grind more. So which is like a good thing.
okay.
But then I would try to expand more, like my financial situation.
So you just be more motivated.
Yeah.
Okay.
What do you think, Jamin?
Wait, are you talking about, are you asking me what I see? What red flags I see in the girls?
Yes.
Probably if I find them bored or like, I gotta see how we talk. 'Cause if I find them bored or like there's nothing to talk about, then I just talk to different ones. Cause if there's not like nothing to talk about between like a girl and me, like what's the point of talk to them? I get to know them.
So you're saying your red flag is if they're boring.
Yeah, probably yeah.
Okay.
'Cause you can tell after you like talk to them for like 3 days, or 2 or 3 days. You can tell.
But a conversations usually can't always be fun, you know? Like if you're getting to know them, like you still gotta get to know them. That's like that is like the base layer of getting to know someone. And that's
Yeah.
always gonna be like somewhat boring.
But don't you feel like if someone's boring, right? Don't you feel like they're not putting as much effort?
Okay, that depends on like if they're if you're talking about texting, like they're dry, then yeah, that could show a sign that they're not interested. But then like if they're talking and like they're usually just like introverted and they don't talk a lot, then that could be also the case.
But would they clearly explain that too? Because like
They could, yeah, if they're comfortable enough, they will usually like say, "Oh, I'm introverted," like
that's
because
fine, I think.
yeah, that's fine. So how could they be boring? You know, like what do you mean by boring?
it depends on like if I'm the only one like talking, or it's like the first one to suggest anything to bring up topic, and she's just there to like reply yes and like simple test yes, no, okay.
That
like-
depends on usually like the type of questions you're asking. If it's like not open ended, it's usually like they can't. It's like talking to a human being. Like if you're giving them yes or no questions, they will answer with the yes or no.
But you can still elaborate. I can elaborate probably. If it's a yes or no, I can still add on to any questions you may ask.
So you're saying like if you meet someone and like there's some girls that will elaborate without having you asking. So you're saying that like those are like the fun type of girls.
Those are the ones that will go like invest my time seriously,
I see.
not for casually. But I'm talking about for the serious ones.
But you like if a girl's into you, then she will talk.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's more of your preference, right?
I mean, I guess this could be a preference and red flags. It's both sides. If they're
Because red flags are like bad, like I don't know how to describe it, but it's like a turn off kind of thing. Yeah.
I feel like dry conversations. Yeah, that's a red flag for me. Thinking about it.
Dry conversations, but I see. They're usually not dry unless like you have like you give them more information. Because if you're the talker, then like she will ask you questions later on to keep the conversation
So
going.
you're telling me all the girls you ever texted or they were never dry? None of them. They're all fun and you can talk to them every day.
If they were dry, I would be more talkative because some girls do have to warm up to you in order to like be comfortable with talking to you.
Is this true? Can I get a girl POV on this?
Consultation, please.
Yeah, I think like guys and girls, I feel like it depends if they're introverted, extroverted, right? If they're more extroverted, they're more willing to kind of like connect with you, bring up conversations. But if they're more introverted, it does take a little bit more time, or maybe you guys don't have the same like hobbies or interests. And I feel like, let's say if there's something that you're very passionate about, but all they can say is like, oh wow, that's great, right? Like they have nothing to say back to you because it's kind of like, oh well, they understand that's your hobby and your interest, but for them it's like they don't really know about it, or maybe they don't find it interesting.
Yeah, so usually as a dude, like you just ask the right questions and girls love talking, so usually like they'll talk whatever they want about.
Questionable. I think it depends on like how much they find you attractive or like how much they want to get to know you.
Oh, I see.
And also some girls like to be hard to get, so I guess it depends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, the girls I've encountered are very talkative, so yeah.
Is that why you're friend zoned?
What do you mean friend zoned? By who?
Specifically. By who?
Specifically by who?
Anyone.
Oh no.
Are we allowed to drop names here? Like, or are you gonna blur it
We'll put
out?
the beep. We'll put
Beep,
the beep.
right?
Wait, do you know how to put the beep in the editing?
Okay, then no name drop,
just be
no
like,
name drop, no
girl
name drop,
A,
no
girl
name
B.
drop. Girl A, girl B. Yeah,
Alright.
sure.
Okay. You shall tell me after. But anyways, so what is your red flag, Jamin? Did you go? You went, right?
Yes. Boring conversation.
Okay. So we all went. It's just me. Okay. So my red flag is too many guy friends. Too many guy friends. Too many guy friends.
I'm so guilty for that. Wait, why?
Wait, so what's wrong with a girl having like a lot of guy friends?
Okay, maybe like let's say
Double standards?
no. Okay, friends could be defined by like multiple things. Like if you grew up with them and you knew them for a while, like that doesn't matter. That doesn't matter. Like I don't care if you have like that kind of friend. But if someone like you just met and while you were just like let's say it depends on the situation. Like if you're dating, like and you made a guy friend, like why do you need that guy friend? Like why do you need that guy friend for?
I think it's really important to have a balance of like your own social life versus dating. So I think that like
Yeah,
the girl
okay.
just
It could be an
happens to
acquaintance.
have a lot of guy friends.
Could be
so-
acquaintance. But
So you're saying if a girl is cuffed, that girl is not allowed to talk to any other guys or chill with any other dudes? Like,
if they could chill with my friends. Like
what?
why do you need to know?
Dude.
Why do you need to
Why
make
so-
new friends?
Dude, this is 2023, bro.
Why do you need new friends?
Human is a social. Do you know that humans are social animals? We have
Yes.
to like live to like socialize with other people.
Yes, we are.
Or if
we
you-
are
okay, so
mammals.
let's say a girl A is your girlfriend, right?
Yeah.
And I ask her,
Yes.
yo, you want to chill? Or you want to like eat dinner? She can. She's not allowed to.
It depends on like how long you have known this girl.
How long? What's up?
Yeah.
Jamin, you better do that.
I mean,
You
you're
gotta
my
test it
boy,
out.
so
You gotta
obviously
test it out.
I would trust you. Yes.
Let's say it's a hypothetical question, right? Let's say one of my female friend start dating you, right?
Okay. Yeah.
That's also my friend, right? Because I'm also her homie, right?
Yeah, that's
I ask
fine
her-
because
and I
like
ask
you knew
her-
her before me.
Okay.
Okay, so what you're saying is that you don't really want your girlfriend to hang out with friends that are guys after you've like dated.
No,
like,
the
start
new
dating them?
friends that
like
they
the new
made.
friends after
Yeah.
you guys are dating.
Yeah, if their old friends are there, then it doesn't matter. Like, I don't care. Like, it's their old friends.
What if it's like a coworker or like a
That's
mutual friend?
out of my hands. Like, I don't. That's like, yeah, that's just what it is. You know, like I don't care about that.
What if it's like a group hangout? It's not like one on
Group
one,
hangout is definitely fine. Yeah,
and you're not there.
that's fine. Yeah,
What if it's a group of guys
that are my boys. Yes, that's fine.
that are not your boys?
Then definitely not.
That if it's like a mix of their old
Okay,
friends
if it's a
and
group
new friends, but they're all dudes.
Then I guess that's fine. Cause like then I just have to put the trust in the girl, and like I can't do anything.
Do you think?
I can't say anything either.
Do you think your perspective derives from your trust issues, or if you have any trust issues?
It's more not trust issues, more like for my own like respect, like my self-respect. Cause like, let's say like it could be very sketchy. Like they could be literally just going for girls love attention, and
Okay.
like obviously like who doesn't want attention like from another dude, like that. Yeah, that just basically derives my like thoughts.
So can we flip the coin and think of like, are you saying that once you start dating, you're just not going to meet any new friends that are females?
I usually don't unless they're friends with her.
What if it's your boy's girlfriend?
What do you mean by that?
Like, what if you're meeting like your good
I'm
friend's
meeting, like,
girlfriend?
My boy's girlfriend?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. Like that's my boy's girlfriend.
So
like,
is it okay if you ate with your boy's girlfriend just one-on-one?
Why would I do that? Why would I do that? Why would I do that?
No, what if she just needs advice? Maybe they want to surprise the man's. With
Oh,
the
then
present or
that's totally
something.
fine. Like I could just text her. Like it's not like we're not friends. We're just like trying to build off like ideas from each other.
I just think that if your perception of that for your girlfriend is that they can't hang out with those new guy friends, they're gonna question your
gonna be like, "What the
actions." Yeah.
So what you're saying is, once you're cuffed, no more like talk to new people.
No, you definitely can, but like you're not gonna be friends with them. You just meet them. You're like your acquaintances. Your acquaintances, bro.
Yeah, I actually lost my words.
Bro. I get it and I don't get it. That's just you, bro.
Yeah, I'm unique. Thank you.
Dude, did someone break your heart like this? Why can't you talk to other?
It's I guess it could be a trust issue, yes, for sure, but like it's also the way I thought of it about the situation I was in. Yes.
So I've heard from my other guy friends that like the reason why guys are so protective of girls when they're dating is also because like they kind of know how a guy thinks and that they're kind of
Exactly.
like dogs apparently, like
Yeah.
you would say. So I think in that sense I understand where you're coming from, but at the same time it's also like if you guys are in a very trustworthy like
It
relationship,
depends on the girl. Yeah.
then I mean I hope a girl that you're dating long term is trustworthy, but
Yeah.
that like it should be okay. And I think like for me, I think that's a red flag for a guy to be able to control who I'm friends with, especially
not
since I'm telling
controlling.
you like, oh hey, they're harmless.
I'm not controlling. If you do it, I'm out. Like I don't care. I'm out. Like
But I think like that
That's my boundary.
That's like putting a girl in an ultimatum, like you or friends.
what do you mean friends? Like friends could be like hookup buddy,
Like a normal
attention buddy.
platonic guy friend.
Yeah.
Like it's almost seems as if you're giving her an ultimatum of like, okay, it's either you choose me or you're gonna choose your guy friends or people that you're like click with.
Yeah, but that also depends on the guy friend, like how long, or they like childhood best friends, or like that type thing.
What if it's not childhood best friends? What if it's just someone that they've like met as you guys were dating, but you guys dated for a while now? Let's say you dated for 4 years and she met him like first year into
And
you
what
guys
are they
dating.
doing?
They're just friends. They met each other from mutual friends, I guess.
Okay.
So
And
it's like, would you have an issue with that?
I'm not getting your question. Yeah.
It's like, okay, let's say you start dating this girl, right? But at the same time, she also met her friend. She gets like her friend, right? After 4 years, can she hang out with that friend that she made when she started dating you?
So like high school friend kind of type thing. Okay. Yeah, that's fine because like they were friends for before I met them. It's not. It's I'm talking about like friends after meeting me. Like you know. Yeah.
Okay, what I'm saying is,
Because
sorry,
as you
last
get
time.
older, you don't meet that many people.
Right? No, I understand that. So let's say you've been in a 4-year relationship. You're
Yeah.
still in with her, right?
Okay.
But in your first year, she met a friend that's a guy. But you've been together for an additional 3 years, and she's been friends with this guy an additional 3 years. So you get it, 4-year mark. So are you okay with her hanging out?
She became friends with when I started dating her.
Yes.
Yeah, that's fine. Like we're at the same spot. Like I'm talking about like after, like during the duration that we're together.
I give up.
I'm confused. I'm very confused.
Moving on.
Thank you, Andy.
Okay. Yeah.
I hope you meet the one, bro. The one, just for the one. No more guy friends. You cannot talk to any guys.
Wishing you fortune, man.
I have no idea what you guys talking about.
What do you mean by that?
I have no idea what you guys talking about.
Anyways, moving forward.
Okay. So, how long is it? Okay. So, next question. What is your turnoffs?
I mean, I think that's pretty similar, but I must say, mannerism.
Okay. Okay.
You understand that, right? Because I feel like everyone has a different definition of good manners.
Well, like table manners, date manners. Well, they're kind of under the rug.
Like,
But
you know
yeah.
how there's like one thing that like, oh, guys are when a guy and a girl is walking on a street and a guy's
A sidewalk
be on,
rule?
like, the
Yes.
sidewalk. Like, I don't really care about that.
Most girls don't know about it. I mean, they
Yeah,
do,
I
but like
didn't-
most
I
guys
really-
don't know about it. Most
Yeah,
guys don't know about
honestly,
it.
I honestly learned about it
Most
like
guys don't know
past
about it.
few months. But I think one thing would be like, I think it's really cute if a guy like opened the door for a girl, like a car door.
Isn't that a given?
No, not really.
I mean, you're supposed to.
Do you open doors for girls? Car doors?
Yes.
Usually for like dates and stuff. Yeah.
Dates, yeah, but for like friends, no. Like they can open the door. For friends, like yo, they got hands.
Yeah. Hands, feet, whatever.
Sufficient, man.
Yeah.
Like you'll open the door and close it. Like the car door, like shotgun door.
Definitely I would depending on what our relation type is, like let's say like just back to Jamin's point, like we are just friends, like I'm not gonna open them.
Okay, no, I
But,
meant
like-
like if you're like are interested in the person.
I'm interested, then if we're like obviously we're on the date I will, but before that, hell no.
Before that.
Yeah, like before that, like if we're just friends and like
Oh, okay, gotcha.
yeah.
If it's a girl.
If we're on a date, like then like, of course I will.
Interesting, because I think like some guys are like on the fence of that one. They just think it's a little weird. It's
Why,
like,
do you have a story behind that?
Oh no, I don't have a story behind it. I'm just
Oh.
like it's like things I noticed, right?
Yes.
So, yeah, mannerisms. Does it matter for girls to have good mannerisms? I hope so.
I hope they chew with their mouth like closed, please.
Yeah, that's probably that too.
I don't want to go da 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 da. You know.
Well, it's like, you don't want them to be like a nuisance in public or something like that in some fashion.
Like they're too loud in terms of like chewing, or what do you mean by that?
No, not chewing, but it's just like if you're gonna make a scene, right? Or if like you're the loud
Like
one,
they're
right?
very messy eaters.
No,
All loud. I mean, we have loud voices. Like you could be loud. Like I don't think.
but you go to be quiet and talk loud,
Yeah, it depends on the environment.
right?
Like let's say we're at like some restaurant, like high star, like 5-star restaurant. Like you're obviously gonna be like, you're talking in like your inside voices that we learned in like elementary school.
Well, on the other hand, if like a girl went to like a fancy restaurant and like she made a nuisance,
Yeah.
I'd probably be like making fun of that, or like I'd be happy just to be like, oh, that's weird, that's cool.
That's also very
Depends.
unique, too.
Yeah,
It's also something you could like later joke about, maybe
maybe.
if she's comfortable with it. Yes.
Do you think you're bothered if it was a girl that like always puts on makeup and they don't want to show you how they look like without makeup? Like on in a sleepover or something? Like they just like, they don't wanna show you, or FaceTime or something like that. Would that like kind of like
I mean,
raise an
I'll be happy that I see like their makeup side all the time, like, you know. But like, cause that's a lot of effort they have to put in, like every single time. But like, if they didn't want to show me, then I'm trusting that they will show me later when they're actually comfortable.
So it doesn't bother you?
Yeah, it doesn't bother me.
Does it bother you guys?
But maybe like if it's catfish, then I don't know.
No, it doesn't bother me.
Only if I cannot recognize them. Because there are some people like I will not recognize. Sometimes I'm like, you just walk on the street, they say hi to you. I'm like, wait, who are you? I'm like, they're like, it's me. I'm like, I'm not wearing makeup today. I'm like, oh, okay.
I guess.
Interesting. I've met pretty much my college career was like almost everyone like that. I did not recognize anyone. I'm sorry.
Really?
Well, I didn't know you. You were in my bio class, but like you don't recognize me, so I was like, I won't recognize you anymore.
So you telling me all the girls in Buffalo, like you cannot recognize them without makeups?
Some.
Some.
Yeah, I don't know. Whenever I was in campus, I was just like, I had my hood down. Everyone had their hood down because it was just like raining or it was snowing, so you don't really pay attention.
Oh, I have a question. Is it a turn off if like a girl's really bad with makeup, like bad at like their makeup skills?
Like, are they dressing like, or like, they look like a clown, basically?
Like,
is that what you're saying?
Not a clown, but
Like Ursula?
they still need to work on it a little bit.
I guess they're trying, but at the same time, that's like.
Like, would you
their
call
own
them
problem.
out for that?
I wouldn't call them out.
Yeah.
I'd notice it, but I. Yeah, I wouldn't say anything.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure if she's doing something wrong with the makeup to make them less attractive,
Yeah.
pretty sure if her female friends will tell her, let me teach you the ways or something, right? Because I'm not gonna be the
Yeah, I think
I should not be the
yeah.
one to tell her like you should fix your makeup.
usually
Oh,
girls
makeup.
ask girls for their opinion, like, oh, how do I look, like, and then they give them feedback on like what they could change, and like they usually take good like consideration of that, because like their friends are very like considerate, and they want their girlfriends to look good for them, good
But
for
what
other
if
people.
it's like you're going on a date with someone and they just don't have access to ask one of their female friends how they look, and then they happen to go on a date with you, and their makeup is not looking too hot? Or maybe, okay, well, let's not say they have bad makeup skills. What if it's like it sometimes smears? You know how like at raves or festivals or like it's really warm, sometimes it
Yeah,
smears
when you're
a little
crying
bit.
too, your eyeliner drips.
Yeah, I mean, like obviously when you're crying, girls will know, okay, we're messing up our makeup.
Yeah.
But like sometimes it smears like over throughout the day, like
Mm-hmm.
it runs out, right? Would you ever like bring that up to a girl? Would you just let it go? Like, how would you approach that?
That depends on like how I know this girl, like how long I've known this girl, like what relation status is, like, you know. Because if I like the girl, I don't care like how you look.
See, like, I've done it before, but like in a tone that's not like, you know, making fun of them or teasing them.
Yeah.
It's just like a reminder. And like I've asked like them, and they were fine with it.
Can you show me right now?
I'm blind.
No, I mean like how did you say it? Like how'd you bring it up?
Yeah, you just have something here. Yeah.
Oh, like subtly.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay. Yeah, that's better than just be like, you gotta fix your whole makeup.
I'm not gonna be like, you clown.
I mean, no one's gonna call them out like a clown unless you're like super close to them.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then they know it's a joke. Like they won't take it to heart. Usually, like looks are very iffy. That you could it's not something like you could joke around. Usually. Yeah.
Okay, so what's your turnoffs?
On a date.
On a date?
Yeah. Okay, I'll go first.
Think about that.
Oh, you can go first if you want.
On a date, let's say like on our phone, like 24/7, like, or not 24/7, but like while we're on the date, cause like, and if they leave their phone on the table, like, I mean, you could put it away. Like it's like, so that's also a turn off. Yeah.
You know what's funny?
What?
I understand what you're saying. Like when they put their phone on their table, it's kind of like, is it faced up?
Is it like, are you recording me
or is it
or
face
like
down? Like that matters. That little
Yeah.
small little detail matters.
Like-
Because sometimes maybe they want to put their phone, like they don't have pockets. Or
yeah,
like whatever.
that's fine.
I
But
get
like
it,
if
but,
it's
like,
a flipped like down, then it just kind of sus to me.
really? Wait, if the screen is like, hold on, if it's like this, you don't like it? If it's like this, it's okay?
No, okay. So when the screen is up, that's like terrible.
Oh yeah, no, okay, I agree with that.
Because like
Okay, okay.
you're constantly like you're talking to them, and then they'll be like low key
Yeah,
staring
no, I
at
get
down
that.
at the phone.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought you meant something else. Okay, I understand.
But then also the flip side, like if it's flipped down, it could be sus. That's what
No,
I'm saying.
that's what I thought you were
Yeah,
saying.
that's also sus too.
So there's
'cause,
no
like,
winning.
Yeah, so
they
that's
should
why.
just not have a phone.
Yeah, they should put it
like,
away.
on the
Like
table.
they should put it away.
Oh, okay, okay.
Cause like I don't want them like what are they like recording? Like what are you trying to do like here? Exactly, like voice memo.
You think a girl on a date is recording you to what?
Who knows?
Bro, you're
I have no clue. I don't know. Unless you're meeting some psychopath, like recording everything. I don't know.
I don't know, man.
That I have no. Okay, I don't think that'll be a turn off for me. No one's gonna record. Maybe I don't know. Maybe
Okay, it's a possible. Anything's
possible-
possible. It's a
yes,
possible
yes.
scenario.
I guess it can happen. I just hope it. I hope it doesn't happen to you.
Yeah, I hope so too. Thank you. Do you gotta have
Red
one?
flag now?
No, turn off
Turnoffs. Oh, okay.
on a date.
Interesting. Oh, if they talk about past dates.
Like exes.
No, just even like past dates.
Like some dude did this, like comparing you.
Yeah.
To that.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
It's like I went on a date once, and then she was like, "Oh, don't hate me if I say this, but you know, I was with a guy like a couple days ago, and then like my roommate was like, went back and like tried to get me because I ended up going to his house." I was like, "Okay, yeah, all right."
How'd that topic even
I
come
was like,
up?
"What the fuck?"
Like out of nowhere, like
Just
Randomly. Oh, okay, that's
Like,
kind of crazy.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. That's like
I didn't need to know that much information. I mean, I don't care, but
that means
That's just, like,
she's
what kind of
still stuck
conversation?
on something over there.
no, it was like, well, they didn't do anything. Apparently, I don't fucking know. But they were just like, oh, the guy was like, oh, you want to go to my house? And then my roommates were like, went and grabbed her. I was like,
Yeah.
oh,
Okay.
okay.
That's
But
interesting.
like the person I was like dating at that time was just like, no.
I mean, yeah, obviously, like
That's,
any
like,
dudes would
the
be that. I
least.
feel like that too. All right. Next question. If a girl is bad at driving, is that a turn off? And if a dude is bad at driving, like, is that a turn off for you?
I don't think it's a turn off because I know I can drive. She doesn't have to drive.
No, but okay, let's say you're like super tired. You're like, I need to take some nap. Like, let's just say like you just came back from the airport, huh? Like right now.
Yeah.
So like she has to come drive you. Like, would you, since you know it's like she's a bad driver, would you take over the wheel or would you have her like just drive?
If she's that bad at driving, I was told her to stay home. I'll call Uber. Uber exists everywhere. I'll call Uber.
So safety first.
Safety
instead
first.
of
I want to live long.
okay.
Wait, but how bad can you be? It's just driving.
You don't know. Girls be hitting curves a lot. Yo.
That's a stereotype, bro.
No, I've seen. I've been in cars, bro.
But you haven't seen all
I
the
have been
girls
in
in the world.
cars.
Okay, they're like, just like I said, there are some girls who are bad at driving. There are also guys who are bad at driving. So
Yeah, I know. I'm bad at driving too.
But
So
if they're
it's
bad
okay.
at driving. Yeah, like that bad at driving. I'll call Uber, bro. Like
Yeah, life first.
Yeah, it is kind of annoying if they are bad at driving.
If they're bad, okay. This is a specific question for you. If a girl was bad at driving, would you help her like get better, or like would you verbally tell her that like you need to get better, or would you like actionably like show her what you could tweak on?
Well, it depends how close we are, right?
Yeah.
Because I feel like, okay, because sometimes I feel like when you give someone directions and they're that bad of a driver,
Yeah.
they're just going to get messed up even more.
Because they have their own habits, right?
Right.
Yeah.
So if you like try to tell them to do something else, it's gonna be like counterintuitive.
They'll be paranoid.
Yeah.
They'll be like,
And-
oh, I have to do this, I have to do that. But like, I'm so used to doing this.
but if I had
Yeah.
like an option where it's like, I need to drive,
Yeah.
I'll do it.
Yeah, because guys love driving. That's why we have car guys.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, no, for me personally, like I'd rather just drive, because that's just me.
Okay.
Yes, it does matter if a guy is bad at driving.
Yeah, because your safety's on the line.
I mean, yeah, but also like, yeah, I think like, okay, this is like my own value, but I think like a guy should know how to drive and have their own car. I don't know. I don't know if that's like an old value or something, but I just think that that's really important because that means like they're able to get to places or like that's someone that you can rely on, God forbid, for an emergency.
That also,
And also if they have like, if they don't like get anger, like what is it like when they
Road
get
rage?
angry? Road rage, yes. That's red flag, turn off everything.
but yeah, going back to the car top, like that's like that is an old value where like a guy should have his like own car, own house and all that. Like, but what was that like the car? Yeah, within the car, you also need a reliable car because like you can't if you live far away and he doesn't have a reliable car, he's gonna have like just like problem with his car like just breaking down at any moment,
Well, speaking
and that
of
just gets
cars,
mad
right?
annoying.
This is a question for you and for girls, right? What do girls really think about like car guys? Like the guys that are like Fast and Furious, like they love their cars.
I mean, I guess it depends on the girl, but then like personally for me, I think it's hot.
Interesting.
At like the car like in itself, and I feel like guys feel a lot more confident depending on the car they drive, also, or like just like or maybe if like their friends have nice cars, like they always want to like try it out, like yo, this like it's such a cool whip or something.
But
And,
there
like,
could be a downside to that. Like he could. Oh, that's all he talks about. Like,
oh, that's
like-
what you mean, like an obsession?
yeah, like that's all he talks about with you. Like,
Yeah, no, that's definitely a turn off. Especially like if their Instagram is like full of like car pics. I feel like a lot of guys have that.
you heard it,
Has, like,
guys.
his exhaust is like, let me rev this up.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
So is it a turn off for you if a girl cannot drive?
I mean, if she's like I could get from point A to point B, then I'll be like okay with it. Like, I'm alive, she's alive. Like that's all that matters at the end of the
Dude,
day.
you're criticizing me yesterday for like putting my hand in the car hold or like the handle yesterday.
Yeah, because I was driving.
Yeah.
Obviously.
You're just like, yo, why are you holding that? Am I
Yeah, because
driving
it made
unsafe?
me think that like I'm a bad driver.
Dude, no, I naturally do it though. And I told you that, but no, you're like, nah.
I hate those people. Like,
Right?
yo, they
Is it
just
'cause
be
you
like,
can't see? Or?
because like what my grandpa does that, and I'm like, and I drove with him. This guy just kept on like, yo, you gotta go slow, yo, I'm about to die, yo, if you
So
don't
you're
go
calling me
slow.
grandpa.
Yeah, exactly. Like that's where I got the minds like that image from.
There's nothing wrong with being stable in the car, bro.
I've never seen someone hold that stuff besides my mom and my grandpa.
But no one in our age.
Yeah.
God fucking damn it.
I mean, it's a handle in a car.
Yeah, but that's also shows a sign that like your life or death situation kind of thing.
What?
You're like, I must live.
I mean, you're just bored. Maybe your hand's just bored, like just stretching, like holding it. You want me to like this whole time? Like, what do you want us to do? Like,
No, just chill. Like no one grabs the
why can't we
freaking
grab
bar.
it? It's a hand.
It's just a hand.
It's like, okay, maybe you're used to like like riding an empty bus every day. You have to hold on the handles. Maybe it's just that.
Okay, yeah, cause like you're swaying back and forth. You're like wobbly and shit. But like in a car, like if I'm like, you're basically just telling the driver like, yo, you need like stabilize.
I never thought that way.
That's
I
the
don't- I
way.
don't-
That's literally the first message that comes into my mind. You need to like focus on your driving.
I kind of agree with that. I agree with you, twin. I do.
Thank you.
Like, I think it's because it's like a family value where it's like when someone's holding on to it, and normally it's like the older.
Yeah, it's
people
like older
that
generation.
does that. Then of course it shows that like, okay, well, it's either like there's a lot of people in the car and they need to like, hold on to something, or they're gonna get squashed against the door, or it's going too fast. But I don't think you should take it to heart if it's like someone like
It's
bragging who's
also-
doing that.
It's also like the Asian thing where like your parents are like usually the one bashing you, and that's like been ingrained in my like DNA. So like every time I see that, like it just gives me like traumatic experiences, you know.
Trauma.
Yeah.
Well, okay, I'll admit this, right? Have you ever been in a car crash?
Yeah, multiple.
Like a really bad one?
Yeah, I got my car totaled one time from a snow.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you never like braced or anything?
What do you mean brace? Like brake?
Like braced, like, you know, just
Oh, like brace? No, I literally try to like, let's say the car's coming on my left, I would sway, turn to the right so I could avoid it.
Okay. But if like you were a passenger, you've never like
I had
you've
no.
never been in a car where someone's like really like going at it and then you're just like starting to worry?
I mean that has happened when I was in my mom's car, but that was it. Yeah.
Okay, and you're just like
But someone hit us from the back, not like it was
Okay.
a fender bender. Yeah.
so I've been T-boned. So it
Oh,
may have
shoot.
been like that.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
So
Safety.
is that from like a traumatic experience too, like from holding a bar?
I mean, it's just natural for me, right?
Yeah.
Like you could be driving like fine. But,
Yeah.
like you could get hit at any time. Like I got T-boned.
So you're still in a life death situation, bro.
Like it's not life and death. I'm just
yeah, because
precautionary.
you're okay. Yeah, I guess it's precaution, but
Oh,
yeah.
man.
So you're saying if a girl is bad at driving and she holds the handle in your car, she's automatic like out?
Okay, first of all, I have never seen a girl do that. Second of all, if she does that, then I'll be like, "Oh, why do you have your hand on there?" Like I would ask them because like I want feedback. Like if I need to drive better, like I will drive better.
Well, I can give you a lot of feedbacks when you're driving.
Drive faster.
Drive faster.
Sometimes I get a real bad headache when you drive.
Why?
I don't know. I just do.
Is that because of my car smell?
Oh wow. Do you have like those like the canned like scented ones?
No, yeah, Febreze, the thing that comes out of the vent.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it is the air.
Is it my like sweat smell probably? Because
No,
like
it's
from
not
the gym.
sweat smell. But sometimes I don't know. Like as a person, I probably get dizzy a lot easier than other people.
Do you have car sickness?
Not car sickness, but if motion sickness. But like
Yeah, motion sickness. Yeah.
depends on the motion sickness.
Because I don't think I like sway left and right, that type thing.
Because I know with my dad, right? Whenever
Yeah.
he drove me, I'd always get a headache because he would be like abruptly on the brake. So you're just, like, moving around.
Yeah, that is because of the traffic. I have to like I have to stop, or else I'm gonna hit the front car. You know,
But you know, you could be at least smooth with the turns, man.
maybe you haven't driven in New York like
I've
too
driven
much
in New York. I'm
times.
doing fine just right now.
Too many times, Joe, in traffic areas. But yes, you could criticize me all that you want, bro.
I'll do it after the podcast. Don't worry. I don't think it's released in public.
Okay.
Moving on.
Moving on. So next question. Do you guys get annoyed? Like back to the date thing, like do you guys get annoyed like if there's like 50 million notifications popping up on our phone?
Her phone?
Yeah.
Or his phone?
Yeah. On his phone or her phone?
I would just think he's busy. It could be like from work or like maybe like family, friends. Who cares? I don't think it matters.
Yeah.
But I feel like if we're on a date and it's like continuously ringing or like vibrating, and they don't like turn it on do not disturb or something, that's kind of like a turn off.
Like would you say, "Oh, I think you need to take that," right? Like you could go take it, like there's no I would literally ask them like, "Oh, do you need to go take it? Is it important?" Like
I mean, if it's a phone call,
Yeah, you
by
said
all
phone call.
means, but like if you said their notifications are like going ham,
Yeah.
like what are they gonna take? Like text? Like,
yeah,
I don't
text
know.
like is it like it could be like a family emergency.
Yeah, I mean, like they should know it themselves. Why do I have to extend that offer? It's like if that's something that bothers
I don't know,
them, they need
someone
to
that's
talk
like
to someone.
super respectful, like like I don't know, like a billionaire comes to eat with you, someone-
Very confused. But anyways, I think that like if they need to take it, then they should just bring it up to the girl.
Or
Hey,
the
I
guy.
need to take this,
Yes.
and then they just take it. I feel like it's fine, but it's not. I'm not gonna be like, oh my god, your phone's ringing a lot. Do you need to take it? Like, I'm not gonna like say that because like I don't know what it is. It could be just be like notifications from like social media, right? It's nothing important. So
Yeah, it could be Discord. It could be like some Twitter feeds, you know?
yeah, what
Twitter
about you
news.
guys?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it doesn't bother me.
Good. That's the answer I want to hear.
I don't think it should bother anyone because, yo, if you have Twitter, Discord, I get like 1,000 notifications from Twitter, Discord every day. So it shouldn't bother. It doesn't bother me.
Okay.
I mean, if it bothers you, like, okay, I guess I'm pretty
Did
sure.
I say that? No, it does not bother me. I just brought up a question.
I'm just saying, I'll put it on the do not disturb mode. So on a date, yeah.
Interesting. Okay. Also, is it a red flag if you have a girl best friend or a guy best friend?
Ooh, that's a good one. It depends on like when they met. I feel like with childhood.
See, that's not like what I'm
I don't really
saying.
care.
That is what I'm saying.
No, but like you had the whole general like friendship. Like that's intense. I feel like if it's just like a best friend,
Yeah.
then it's like childhood wise, it's fine. But I think like if it's someone that like you may or may not have had history with, someone like just another person, like between your friendship, maybe that's a little bit like
Like it could be a fling, right?
suspicious. But if we're hanging out, like they can still have a best friend if it's like, oh, you're inviting along your like significant other. That's fine. And that should be comfortable. If it's not, if it's like, oh no, I don't think you should go to this one today. I want to talk to my best friend alone. Like that's a little weird.
Yeah,
Interesting. Can you elaborate? Why do you agree?
What? Just having like a best friend?
Yeah, why do you agree?
I mean, you need consultation, just in general, and you need it from both
Like a
sides.
different POV.
Yeah.
Like
So I
let's
feel
say
like if you're stuck in your own thoughts, then that's not good.
so
something.
let's say like you're in a relationship and you fought with your girl. Would you go to your girl for your girl best friend for advice, or would you just try to fix it on your own?
So I go to like my girl best friend if
Yeah, for advice, like what I should do and what she thinks of like the situation, so I could fix it.
yeah, I mean I'll take advice, but have a
Because that's also
grain of salt is always good too.
you're actually like talking to someone else about your and your girl's problem.
I mean,
To
I'm,
someone
I'm
else.
assuming they would know that much if they're your best friend, right?
True. But like, what if she wasn't uncomfortable with it?
What do you mean, like?
Like she's like, why are you going to your girl's best friend for advice? Like, why don't you just figure it out with me? Because it is our problem.
Yeah, that's a hard one actually. Well, hopefully it wouldn't have to go into that like situation, right? But yeah, I feel like that could happen.
So, is it a red flag having a guy girl best friend? It depends on the situation. That's your answer, right?
Personally, no, I don't think it's a problem
Okay.
in the long run.
I think going back to what you brought up, I lost my thought. I'll come back.
I don't think it's a red flag for me. That's okay.
Yeah, because you have too many. You got too many.
What's wrong? Okay, first of all, what's wrong with having a lot of best friends? Like,
You're single. That's totally understandable.
okay.
Like you want girl attention.
huh? Dude, whatever. It doesn't matter. Anyway, okay. Let's say I'm cuffed, right? Let's say I'm not.
I hope
single.
you get cuffed.
Let's say I'm not single anymore, right?
Yeah, I hope you.
I
are
cannot
not
talk
single.
to like. Actually, I should not talk to other females. You're right. Never mind.
No, but here's the thing, right? So you're telling me if I'm in a relationship, right, I shouldn't be having that social life, or like having those best friends.
Like,
I've known.
are you saying like social life as in going out to clubs and stuff like that, or just going to
Yeah,
like
I mean, just in
friends,
general.
family, friends, like party stuff like that?
Well, no, it could be social, it could be family, like just in general. Do you think that's
Yeah, you could
bad?
go out. That's like having the balance of being like I remember me and Christine had this talk where like you need to have that balance of that single life and like that cuff life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I feel like you shouldn't detract anything else. Even if you're in a relationship, it shouldn't be compromising. If anything, it should be
'Cause
complimenting.
Where I see like relationship is like you're both on your own journey
Right.
and you're just enjoying little bits of it together.
I think like you should be complimenting each other's lives, but then at the same time, like if you're serious about each other, there's always gonna have to be compromise because you're two different people, right? You have different like
Yeah, you
habits.
can't always be similar.
So like you need to
or
find
too different.
ways to like make things work together. But I feel like there's like a boundary of like how much is too much compromise.
like, yeah, because that could go into your boundaries.
But
You
like
know?
if we were talking about in that aspect of like just the social life, right? Or like if you can't hang out with your friends in that way, it's like
You could hang out with your friends,
yeah.
like usually they're not like new friends. Like if it's a group, like okay, I'm going off my experience. Like the way I see like girls that I've encountered, like they have friends, but like they're friends that they met before me. Like they were that already had like their established friend group that before they started dating me, that type thing. And I'm okay with that, like, cause like that's not something I would like care, or like that would invade my trust in her. Yes.
Yes.
Anyways, do you have a thought
I'm trying to think back about what you said earlier.
about what? No friends? You could have friends. It depends on when.
Oh, okay. No,
Timeline.
not friends. Okay, hold on. Let me say it before I lose it. Okay, so pretty much like you were saying how if the couple is like having arguments and then like they don't feel comfortable telling their best friend, giving advice or whatever, do you feel like if your significant other like expressed that they didn't like that you were telling other people our problems, would you be okay with being like, okay, let's just like focus on ourselves? Because I think a lot of relationships actually are destroyed when they're always asking a lot of friends about advice, and then now it's like everyone knows your business, and a lot of people sometimes take in this relationship drama as like gossip or like just like an entertainment purpose.
Yeah. I mean, going back to that, I do have like like my past experience was like because of that, I had like so many arguments with that, like, because like whenever we had a problem, like I always considered that like it was our problem that we would solve together, not like you have to go to your friends just so you could find solution to go against me, that type thing. Because like if the girl does like, since I'm a guy, like if the girls like tells the girl stuff, they only hear what the girl wants them to hear. It's not like they don't see the whole big picture, so they could think badly of you when in reality like they never heard your perspective.
Do you think it's okay to just tell like one friend, like their best friend only?
Yeah, that's totally fine as long as it's like, but I don't want to be like gender or whatever it's called, but usually girls do tell everyone. Like word just spreads.
I must disagree with that.
It depends on who you're friends with, though.
It depends. I think it depends on the girl, because like some girls are more like they want to be more private,
Yeah.
and then some girls are more of like, oh my gosh, like they like really take it all in, and they're very like emotional. So then they're just
They need
like
to talk to
sharing
someone
with
about it.
everyone. Yeah, and sometimes like sharing with people, it doesn't really get anywhere. It makes it actually worse, like a lot worse. Because then,
Yeah, because they twist the truth,
right, it's
and
like playing telephone.
yeah, and then everyone hears about it, and you're like, next thing you know, you have someone that you don't really like. You're just acquaintance, and they go up to you, they're like, yo, I heard you got into a fight and like you did this, blah blah. Like
It's awkward.
I've had that happen. So
Really?
yeah,
Wow.
like
do you guys
I've had
feel?
the whole like the group of girls like
Yeah,
know about what my problem was.
that's a red flag right there.
Yes.
But how do you guys feel about like your significant other? Like, do you like them telling other people, like multiple people, maybe their best friend, or just keeping it between you two?
Let's see. I mean, I feel like with any advice you get, there's going to be like a grain of salt that you should consider.
Yeah.
And if it's going to be like, if they're going to be like talking to everyone about it and making it everyone's business, then I don't think that's good, like at all. But if it's like, if you're going to like,
That
people,
also
like, your
helps
best
you
friend.
also build skin though. Like you're like, cause like it helps you build like, you shouldn't care about like what other people think. It's more about you and him or you and her. Yeah.
I feel like if you could solve it like internally, then that's great, right?
Yeah.
Because, you know, that reduces the amount of people that know your shit.
Cause my idea is that every relationship is different. So that any experience you encounter, you should try to find solutions on your own. Cause like that is the only way you'll grow from it. Like grow and like learn from it. Not like, cause it's not always gonna be like perfect picture, you know.
Right.
And yeah,
But I mean, when it comes to like if you really need advice and you're like in a ditch, you would go out and seek for that help anyways, right?
yeah, cause you obviously it shows that you care.
Right.
Cause like you care enough to like have the perfect solution for it. But in my opinion, there's not always like a perfect solution. It's like it's something you and her and you and him like agree on.
Right.
Yeah.
Because I feel like my experience, right? It's like when someone asks me like what's happening in their relationship, I don't really have to like. It's like, I swear to God, can you just keep it internal?
That's what I said too. Yeah.
Because I mean, I like sometimes when you're talking to your friends, right? You get fed information that you don't necessarily want.
Like, give me an example.
Because it's like with
You don't have to say names.
I'm trying to nickname now.
A, just say A.
Great. What?
A.
Okay, so girl A breaks up with
Boy
Dude
B,
A.
boy A, yeah,
Dude
boy
A.
A, yeah.
And it's like, sometimes they'll be like, what's it called? Like when you're real information from their side.
Like twisty info or something like that.
No, I mean, they're just trying to get a feel for like what, let's say, dude A is feeling, right? At that point in time.
Yeah.
And so, they keep trying to get that much information. Like that shit's fucking annoying at times too.
Like drama?
Because imagine if they were both your friends, right?
Yeah.
So it's like,
So you're playing middleman.
yeah, which I fucking hate.
Why are you playing middleman?
I don't ask to be a middleman, but it's just like if they both happen to be your friends, right? You've known them for a long
okay.
ass
So
time.
they're dating within that friend group,
Yeah.
and you're just in that friend group.
Right.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So like at some point, I was just like, no, you guys have to handle this internally, and I can't like give any more information or anything like that.
Oh, so girl A comes to you for advice, and then man A comes to you,
yeah, for the same shit.
and you have to tell them both like relaying back. Why did like they should just tell each other
yeah,
the
exactly.
info like
Because
exactly. You're playing telephone.
I'm
like
playing God
Christine
at that
said.
point.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's just like keep it internal.
Those situations can be very sticky because like once they like let's say you do break up, you have to choose your friends. Like you either have to go to girl A or guy A.
Yeah, and that's when you lose friends.
Yeah, and your friend group like ends up like splitting.
Right.
And that's a tough choice. Yeah. I had that one incident, but it's like only the real ones stick with you. Yep. Anyways, do you guys have any more final questions?
I just want to say about the like if a girl should tell their best friend or not, or should keep it internally. I think it's case by case.
What do you mean by that?
Sometimes like maybe they're arguing something about something small, like they can just fix it internally, or if it's something serious, like you need like outsider like influence, like your best friend's help to both sides to fix it.
Like let's say it's a simple like problem that you could like fix on your own. Yeah.
Then that's fine. Just keep it internally. Like, but it was like something serious. Like,
It should still be internal.
It could be internal, but I feel like it's case by case. It could be sometimes maybe you need like the other influence to like fix everything. Maybe that's how I feel it though.
Like I would think it's okay as long as that friend is not like a
Gossiper.
Yeah, gossiper or talker, like who's freely just giving out info to other friends and stuff like that. Like, oh yo, you heard this, blah blah about like Jamin and like.
I mean, you or the girl shouldn't know who to talk to. I think you should.
They do, but like usually like girls have like and guys have like this one typical friend that they always go to.
Is that me for you?
No, I have multiple.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah,
multiple.
I have multiple.
There you go.
But like it depends on what the problem is. But that's my problem, not like the relationship problem.
Okay.
So it's like if you trust that girl or guy, like then I think that's typically like fine. It's usually fine, yeah.
I'm not saying there's no like right way to do like solve it. I'm just saying there's like different ways. Like that's why, like I said, it's case by case. There's different ways.
But I don't know if it's just like because we've been exposed to this like I don't know what to call it, like group org stuff that like really like changed our experiences. But as a normal like let's say like a student or something, like someone that's outside of our like our circle, I don't think they would have this like similar kind of problem because like they don't have like so many options.
Okay. Well, yeah, I guess it depends on who you are as a person.
Yeah. But yes, going back to Bernie, like would you say you had like actually no, I'm not gonna ask this. But
Ask this later.
yeah, I'll ask this later. But any more final thoughts, questions?
What does the audience think? Like, do you think it's okay to like tell people about like your couple problems, or keep it?
Yeah, drop your comments down below. And okay, so back to my question or whatever, that mumbo jumbo. I need a better explanation
Of
the why it's not why my thinking is like not okay
what do you
with
mean?
a friendship and stuff.
Oh, okay.
You gotta ask people.
Yeah.
They will say the same thing.
Like I still don't get it.
You don't. I think anymore.
Okay, anyways, yeah, drop your thoughts, opinions down below, and I shall read them because I need to know. But anyways, that concludes our first episode of Solo Dolo Podcast, and thank you for tuning in. And drop a like, subscribe, notifications on down below. And this is your host, Andy Park, signing out. Peace.